Hey guys, welcome to another Life with Miss video. Today I'm going to show you what I did. It was kind of like a couple of weeks ago. I've had a couple of videos kind of situated to edit up. So not gonna lie, this isn't super recent. Like I didn't record this video this week, but I did record it the week of all the deaths. You know, when we had lost Malcolm Jamal Warner, who's from The Cosby Show and some other stuff as well, but mainly known for The Cosby Show. He had died of a drowning. And then we lost Ozzy pretty much right after that. And then we also lost Hulk Hogan. So it was that week that I was kind of doing some spring cleaning in my bedroom. And so that's why I thought I'd share today. I was basically, I wanted to move some stuff around, which I will mention in the video. And because of that, I was like, well, let's do two things while I'm moving this, which happened to have a bunch of clothes in it. I was like, well, let's go through all our clothes and see if there's anything I can get rid of. So I filled an entire big garbage bag of clothes that I gave away to Goodwill. And yeah, so that was the plan. The plan was to see if there was some stuff I could give to the less fortunate. I do have a lot of clothes and I don't wear them all. So yeah, I'm one of those people that I buy things, but then I never throw them out unless they get holes or stuff. And like, honestly, my main wardrobe, in case you haven't noticed on like stream and stuff, consists of maybe 5 or 6 different shirts, right? I do not wear all my clothes. Yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of shirts. Like there's some shirts in there that I've never worn, bought and didn't wear a single day. So yeah. So I thought it would be a great time to maybe get rid of some of them, lower my clothing amount, and also kind of the bigger reason I wanted to do it. My apologies for the siren. I've decided I'm not waiting. I'm just gonna keep talking over it. But my biggest motivation was that summer is kind of getting ready to end and I wanted to shift my clothes. I kind of do it every season. My closet is kind of a pain in the ass to get. It's not pain to get into, but it is a pain to find things in. You'll see, I put it in the video as well. And so every end of summer and end of winter, I like to just shift the order. So I put the, if it's, say, winter's beginning, I all of a sudden make sure all the sweatshirts are in the front of my closet and all the t-shirts are in the back. And or at least the t-shirts that are more tank top, more stuff that I'd wear in the summer, because obviously I wear t-shirts in all seasons. But yeah, so it's just a bit of I like to prioritize the type of clothing that is in front of the closet. So it just all seemed like a great thing to do. So that's what I did. I'm going to show you some footage. I just wanted to at least get you a little intro video because I kind of just started recording it, but I didn't record it as a video. I just I didn't even say hi in the beginning. I just started recording it, right? So I think that day I knew it was going to be some in the middle of a video type footage. So I hope you enjoy. And yeah, so there's not going to be a whole lot of me shown today, aside from this intro I'm doing right now and an outro I'll do after. But I hope you enjoy. It's just me going through some of my clothes. So yeah, and I have One thing you'll learn with when you see everything is that I love black. Yeah, big shocker. You know, many of you guys know me as Mist of Darkness. So yeah, big shocker that most of my clothes would be black, kind of like how we don't have the lights on right now. And a lot of the time in stream we don't. I only recently started putting LED lights on because people started, you know, being like, oh, I can't see you, you know. You know, and the darkness, you know, as with everything, videos are less quality when it's darker, but I like being in the dark, okay? So I hope you enjoy, and we'll see you at the end. Okay, I got a bunch of fans going, so you might hear some background sound because I have this fan going, a little portable, that fan over there, and then the AC is on as well. So you may hear some background sound. But I thought I'd show you what I've been up to today. So I have one of those cheap-ass containers that I've had forever. I had it sitting here. I could see I need to. You can always tell when something that doesn't get moved has been there because like all the dust around the baseboard. Yeah, so it'll be a nice time to like clean that up. But what was here was this. So this here, I just have, it's just like my underwear, bra, and socks, you know. And I wanted to move it because I want to move this dresser because the standing desk, which is a mess right now because I'm like literally, the whole room's a mess right now. Like, dare I show you? Trust me when I tell you my room is usually very, very tidy, but because I'm doing some spring cleaning, I got that bag there that I'm putting like clothes I don't care about anymore in there. I'm gonna send it to like Goodwill. And here's the bed. I've got a bunch of clothes. It was worse a minute ago. Like this drawer, I just opened the drawer, threw everything that was in it onto my bed, and then I threw all of that onto my bed. I've got clothes in my closet that are hanging up that I also want to deal with. Yeah, just some of my t-shirts. This is one of my Disturbed shirts. I love it. Yeah, I love that shirt so much. I have a lot of band shirts that are like that. You know, for me, bands and WoW. Yeah, bands and WoW. Actually, in the process, I found a WoW shirt that I hadn't seen in forever. It's so yeah, this is it. And I must have got it at BlizzCon. But yeah, I totally forgot I had this shirt, so you might see me wearing it again. Yeah. It's funny because I have like my stream wardrobe. So people pretty much know my wardrobe on stream because I choose like, I don't know, a few outfits and wear it. But meanwhile, I have so much clothes. Like there's that. I got a bunch of shirts in here. I'll show you the closet if I can get to it right now. I've been throwing a bunch of stuff in the corner because I'm gonna do a crap load of laundry tomorrow. Now the closet, it needs a light. I bought these like a while back, but they burn out. Like the battery's dead in less than a month. So what I want to do with this closet is I want to, okay, you know my lights, they're not on right now, but you see them. They turn on. I usually have them on for stream. When I do these videos, I don't turn them on because they give a line in the video when they're on and I'm like close to them. But those are the lights that are usually like pink or blue or whatever. I want to get another set of those and line it up like here. Yeah, because I need the light in this. Like, as you can see, this is us with no light, and you can't see a whole lot. That big red bag's a Christmas tree. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff in this closet. But here, let me grab a light. Okay, so it's just like boxes back here, but you can see my wardrobe. Like, it goes pretty far back in the closet. Yeah, this is yeah, a bunch of my clothes. And yeah, so I have no shortage in clothes. The funny part is I don't go shopping. So this probably looks like I go shopping, but the thing is, oh, give you a light. All these clothes and, you know, what's outside of the closet, they're all clothes I've owned for 20 plus years. Yeah, they all are in excellent shape. And yeah, some are small because I've put on a few pounds, but you know, but they're not like the small that you'll never fit back into, you know. So yeah, that's that. The plan is I want to move this dresser into this spot. Obviously it's not, you know, it'll still be a little in here, this spot, but I'll put up a picture. I'm sure I have it somewhere, but I always have it against this, and it's a pain. It makes it so I have to move it every time I want to get at my clothes. So so the plan is move this over there, and then I want to move this, and I want to tidy it. It usually has nothing on it really, except for, you know, this, because this is my digital camera that I sometimes like to take pictures of progress and stuff. And yeah, it's usually very little on it. I'll show you at the end. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll show you the progress after. Hey guys, I'm back. So I'm almost at the end. Here's what the bed looks like. So I got some jeans over here and stuff, and so I thought we'd do the end part together, because this is where I can kind of show off some clothes that tell a bit of a story. So yeah, okay, so, and hopefully you guys don't fall, because you're sitting on a tripod that is on just a bunch of sweatshirts, so you're not really on a steady base here, but I think we'll be okay. So I thought we would start with, let me grab these. Okay, so I have this shirt here. So this is a shirt I made. The story behind Condult Time. Some of the old viewers will know what the hell this means, but it was during my D3 stage, the game that made the Twitch stream pretty much. And instead of saying conduit, I used to always say Condult. And after a while, it became a thing on stream. And so every time I was running rifts through D3, people would just say Condult Time, because that's what I would say. And so I made a shirt of it. This is also an emote. We don't use it anymore though on the Twitch channel, but it is in the Discord channel. So so yeah, and that's what the lightning bolt's all about, because conduit in D3 is like a lightning perk. Yeah, it's my favorite ability. Well, my favorite, like, affix, I guess, is the closest way to describing it. So yeah, that one's very special. That's getting kept for sure. For those that maybe I didn't mention it, but the reason I'm going through my clothes is to see if I have some I can like give to the less fortunate. Because while I don't buy clothes very often, I have a lot of it because I keep it for 20 plus years, and I'm really good on my clothes. And yeah, I don't have to go shopping very often. The only thing that ever requires me to go shopping is if I gain a few pounds and I need like a better fitting shirt or something. So other than that, everything generally looks brand new. Here's the next one, Blame Canada. So I showed you guys this one earlier, but yeah, another Twitch thing. So I made these shirts. These shirts are merchandise. Like, I still sell these shirts. So yeah. So I guess an unintended promotion there. So I thought we would just show those off. I love them, and we are gonna keep those. Next we have my Denver Broncos. Now, fun fact, I'm not like a huge Denver Broncos fan, but little side story. At the beginning of my depression back in the early 2000s, I just up and left Canada and I moved to the States, and Denver, Colorado is where I chose. So I lived there for like a year or two, and then I came back to Canada because I missed it. I missed my country. But yeah, the craziest thing in life I ever did was just up and move to a different country with no job, no place to live. Like, it was just so up in the air. And yeah, and I don't know, I was early 20s. I think that's the only reason we survived all that. So that's the story with that one. So I hold on to it because it brings a memory of beginning of depression, my craziness, my crazy random idea to up and move to a different country, and then we made it back home safe and sound, and day by day did better, right? So yeah, it holds a memory, and it still fits. So this is my Cowboys shirt. Now that is a team I actually am a huge fan of. I have a lot of cowboy merchandise, but yeah, this is sweatshirt. I have a t-shirt here too. Let me grab it. Might as well do this in themes. Just gotta figure out where it is. Whoa, don't fall, guys, don't fall. Be careful, guys. Watch where you're walking. Okay, anyway, here is the cowboy shirt, and the back, I got this customized, so Mystic and 6. Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, I like the number of the devil, but you could only do one digit, so we chose 6. And obviously I'm gonna keep that. I love that shirt. These next shirts are something I earned through stream. So one year, what does it say what year this one was? No, it doesn't. Oh yeah, it does, 2017. So 2017, you can see the year right there. But 2017, we did a big charity. I used to do them every year. I stopped because stream viewership got pretty low, and what's the point of doing a charity when there's no viewers to donate? But this was once again around the D3 time, and yeah, D3 in streams was a great time. Viewership was high, and donations were coming in. And yeah, so when it came to charity stuff, yeah, I was, so we had donated, or we had raised like $1,000 for this, which is great for, at that time I was around 100 and some followers, so, which is crazy good to be able to have the viewership and be able to have 1,000 donations with less than 200 followers. Like, that's amazing. So yeah, so we got that shirt. And then another year we did another, and we got this shirt. I've been donating to these guys since before I was a streamer, which is why I chose them. It's Extra Life, by the way. I don't know if you saw that on the other shirt. And I still donate to them and all that. We should do another stream for Extra Life for sure. But yeah, and that's where this that you may sometimes see in my videos, that's where that comes from too. We got that. That was a reward for hitting the 1,000 milestones. So yeah. Okay. What else we got here? So there's that. Not really that special. I do love my WrestleMania. Yeah. And sad story, but I'm recording this on the day that Hulk Hogan died. So yeah, I'll of course edit this up for this weekend. So yeah, that will be recent news. But yeah, I like this. I forgot I had it actually. Yeah, I think I forgot that this was even a WrestleMania shirt. You ever have that? It's like you always have that shirt, but then you forget what's on it. Yeah, yeah, I think I forgot, but it's nice. It's got WrestleMania on the sleeve, and yeah, it's not actually my only wrestling shirt. I have quite a few. Let's see. So there's this. Yeah, tell me if you recognize the wrestler that shirt would belong to. And then there's this, and this is my favorite wrestler, and I'm pretty sure everyone knows who that is, but yeah, this is tank top, and I wear that all the time. And I think that's all I'm thinking I have. And then, what else? I have a lot of band type shirts. So we have Disturbed. I love that shirt, especially with the lightning and all that. Metallica. Definitely a favorite. Pantera. For those that don't know me very well, Pantera has been my favorite band since the 80s. Yeah, so. And then Slipknot. I bought this one at a concert. Yeah, I took my best friend to see Slipknot a while back. And yeah, so that was, yeah, when I say a while back, I mean it. 2015, I guess, was the year. And yeah, so that was all the places they had gone. And yeah, I have a lot of WoW shirts, but I know some of you guys would probably love to see them. But I threw most of them in the laundry. I want to do a bunch of laundry tomorrow. But you know what? I'll make it a specified video one of these days. I can show you two, I guess. I have two. these two that don't need to be washed. So, yeah, Burning Crusade Classic. And then I have a Shadowland shirt. And there's a bunch more. You get, those are like 2 shirts that you guys probably haven't seen on stream in a really long time. But you probably recognize that I have other ones because I have a War Within one. There's another like gray Shadowland shirt that I wear on stream quite often. There's another classic shirt that's just vanilla classic. And my Molten Core shirt. And yeah, those are all the ones that are thrown in the basket to go into the laundry tomorrow. So, and these are just my jeans. I love these jeans though. They're nice. I like them. They're long on me though. Yeah. All jeans are long on me. I'm short. I always have to cut them and hem them. But this is a Seattle Sounders shirt. Here, I'll do this better, guys. Okay, so there we go. So, Seattle Sounders. And I also have a Seahawks football shirt. And I like this little pocket. Yeah. So the Sounders and Seahawks, that was given to me by a viewer. And then this was also given to me by a viewer, Arizona. So yeah, a few of my things come from viewers. And then there's this shirt that I love. It says Rock Royalty on it. I love this shirt. It's one of my oldest shirts. I bought it when I was 13. And I'm now 46. I still fit it. But you can see the sleeves getting a little worn, you know. But overall, I'd say I've done pretty good because I wear this all the time. You know, more in winter, but yeah. And then I'll show you my 2 dresses I have. I do not wear dresses, but I have 2 of them. So here's a pink one. Just plain dress, basically. Yeah. And then here's a blue one. So here's a blue one. And the pink dress I just grabbed for, you know, for no reason. But this blue one I bought for my best friend's wedding. So yeah, I was maid of honor. So yeah. Also, here are a couple of other pictures that I forgot to show in the video. So this first one, these two I have pictures of myself wearing them. So this first one, this is my Sam Crow shirt, Sons of Anarchy. So if you're a Sons of Anarchy fan, you know what this is. And yeah, this is a picture of me wearing it here. And then this shirt, this one might be a little tougher for you to know, but it is actually the Mist of Darkness logo. That is the shirt I'm wearing in it, but because the logo is a small little circle, it probably would have been hard to like kind of put together. But yeah, so here again, here's the logo right here. Here's the original picture of the logo, and yeah, that's me wearing it. I was at a carnival during that day, and that has been the main YouTube logo since like 2015. So yeah, Yeah, I haven't changed that logo ever. Yeah, that's the picture I initially made that channel with, and it's never been changed. Yeah. Okay, guys, so that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, let me know. And did you do any spring cleaning? You know, I call it spring cleaning, but we're in summer, you know. But it's all spring cleaning to me, you know. But yeah, like I said at the beginning of the video, I I filled an entire bag of stuff, and I still have tons of clothes. That's how much clothes I have. I hate shopping, so I haven't shopped for clothes in a very long time. The last time I seriously clothes shopped, I guess, would have been around the time I noticed I was starting to put on some pounds. That would have been around the time where, my jeans were fitting a little tighter. And I'm like, okay, well, we got to buy a couple of new things. So I had bought 2 new jeans and a few, like 3 or 4 t-shirts, because it's been a couple of years since I've kind of started situating us on track for, losing some weight and stuff. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, I don't necessarily get rid of them because I haven't gained an extreme amount of weight, right? It's like we can get back to the size of some of the shirts. The ones you saw, they're all shirts that still fit me. Yeah, but there is a couple here and there that were just kind of laying on the bed there that, they fit, but, they're tight around the boobs, Yeah. Which to some girls, I guess that is close fitting. But I'm more a baggy shirt type girl, so I need the space, like, yeah. Yeah, if it is super tight around the boobs, it is a no-go. Yeah, no one sees it. I see it when I test it, and no one else. Yeah, it never gets worn outside of the house. Not that we leave the house often, but you know what I mean. It never gets seen in public. So yeah. And it's, honestly, keeping a lot of that clothes is good motivation for my workouts, because it's clothes I love. It's clothes I can't buy. I can't just go into the store and go buy them. I bought them years ago. They're clothes that don't get sold anymore, So yeah, they're motivation for my workouts, so that I can wear them again. Yeah. And I'm very good on my clothes. The only thing I guess I replenish, more frequently, but not even that frequently, would be underwear, bras, and socks. I will replenish. I go a long time without buying a new bra, to be fair. I haven't bought a new bra in like 10 years, um, but but underwear, I do replenish underwear every couple of years. And then socks, I would say every couple of years for socks, because I have 2 categories of socks, winter and summer. Yeah, yeah. And I like to have a good chunk of the winter socks for another reason, and it's because the walks that I do, the 10K steps, if I am wearing light socks, my feet are killing me at the end of the walk, right? But if I wear my heavier socks, like my winter socks, I'm totally okay. Yeah, I'm totally fine. But yeah, I guess maybe my foot moves more in my shoe or something because of the light sock. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I've put it to the test, and that was the outcome. That, if I'm not wearing the heavier socks, then yeah. Yeah. Then my feet are sore. So yeah. So yeah, that is the video. I hope you enjoyed. I am done my little cleaning, so I do this like, well, as far as what I did, like going through my clothes and seeing what I want to keep, what I don't, that is not something I do every season. Every season I will just shift the order in the closet, you know. But the getting rid of stuff, I usually wait. I would say I do it every 5 years. Yeah. But I don't shop very often. So obviously, I'm not going to do another one like this until I know damn straight I've bought like at least a few items since. So yeah, it's probably going to be like, I don't know. This is the first one in, the last time I did this was like 10 years ago. So I believe this is a once a decade thing that I do, just because I don't shop like normal people do, right? I know people are, you know, always buying shirts and, you know, pants, you know, especially work-wise, and, you know, people, the thing with me is I don't go out, so I don't wear out my clothes as much as an average person would, you know, and then, you know, I've got my pajamas that I sleep in, you know, I'm not sleeping in normal clothes or anything. So like I've got my things I wear for certain, you know, certain things. I would say if there was any clothes that I kind of wore out a little more frequently, it would be my yoga pants. It's hard to call them yoga pants, but I have a bunch of light pants, right? And there's a particular set I like, but I found out that they use it, the material they use is like a very light material, but they look like yoga pants, and they're just stretchy pants. I wear them when I stream, basically, just something comfy to be in while I'm streaming. And because they're a light material, they wear out. You know, if you're wearing them every day, they wear out. Now, my real yoga pants, which are my exercising pants, those are awesome. They're a heavier material. I've had them for like a year now, and they don't have a single hole in them. You know, so yeah. Those have done really good. Pajama pants are usually pretty good, you know. Yeah, the only thing I would say that, you know, gets kind of worn out would be my light stretchy pants, and they're very light. Like they feel like almost like a light silk almost, you know, as a feel. So yeah, which some people can't handle, I guess. You know, just a quick little backstory, quick little story time. But in my early 20s, my boy's dad, there was one day where I went and bought new sheets, and I like silk, right? So I bought silk sheets. And that was the day I found out that he can't sleep on silk. Yeah, I don't know, you'll have to, some of you guys in the comments will have to tell me how you are for this. But yeah, he couldn't do it. I ended up getting new sheets again. And this was like 20 years ago, but yeah, I've still, you know, something I haven't thought about in a long time, but the topic on silk kind of reminded me of that. Yeah, he tried, and he couldn't fall asleep. So I remember it was like in the middle of the night, he's like nudging me, and so yeah, you know, I put the old sheets on, and then the next day I went and bought new sheets. Yeah, but it was pretty funny. Yeah. Anyway. Random story moment. But it's getting hot. I turned off the fans for the outro. The whole video is pretty much fans because I don't know what my plan was when I was recording it. I think maybe I kept all the fans on thinking I was going to wipe out the sound or something, but then you wouldn't hear me, and I didn't want to do like a voiceover for 30 minutes of all this. So yeah, I kept the fans in. It's pretty severe. The worst you'll ever hear it in a video because there are 3 running in the video. So hopefully it was tolerable. There will never be a time it sounds worse than that. That was an air conditioner, a big fan, and a small fan all running together. Yeah. And I think I might have had the ceiling fan going too. But the ceiling fan you can never hear. I actually run the ceiling fan in Streams, although Streams is a bad example because I have excellent background sound settings that I've put in over the past many years for Streams. So they don't have the background sound that you would hear, say, in a video like this. I have like nothing for background sound in these videos. Luckily, I record them in a nice quiet room, so the only background sound you guys ever have heard is a siren going by or a fan being on. So yeah. But yeah. In the video. So I hope you enjoyed. Have a great week in doing whatever you're doing. I almost said in WoW, but this isn't a WoW video. I'm so used to doing that kind of outro though, like have a great week. Yeah. But I do need to go record the news video as I always do on the day I put out this video. So I hope you had a great weekend, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.